Although yoga encourages overall health and wellness, and the techniques demonstrated within this program are designed for people of all skill levels, consult your physician before beginning any new exercise program.
Hi, welcome to Mind Body. I'm Susan Foxley, a certified life coach and a registered yoga instructor. I help people live healthier, happier lives, and here's the key. Fitness is not just physical, it's also emotional, mental, even spiritual for some people. It's all about happiness and health, mind and body. Now let's get going. Today we are going to work in. This is one of my favorite things to do while I'm binge watching Netflix in the evening. So once you memorize this series, you can do it for yourself. I encourage everyone to get on the floor at night with your yoga mat and stretch. Forward bends are the best thing for a good night's sleep. Today we are having Judith and Ava join us today. And if you have a bolster at home, you can use a bolster, but you don't need one. But this is my favorite pose to use with a bolster. And I put the bolster behind my spine. Judith and Ava are not using one, so you don't need one, but it's really yummy if you can, and just put it right above your buttocks, and you rest in butterfly pose. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. And just go ahead and close your eyes from top to bottom, bringing the bottoms of the feet together. And just check in with your breath. And you'll notice I have blocks underneath Ava's thighs here. So if you're at home and you have thigh problems, you can either put 2 pillows or 2 blocks underneath your thighs so that there's not much pain there. So go ahead and just relax in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, and just soften the space between the eyebrows and release the lower jaw from the upper jaw. Take a big inhale through your nose and hold, and a big exhale through your mouth. Again, an inhale, hold, and exhale. A big inhale, hold, and exhale. Really nice. Now just breathe naturally through your nose. Inhale and exhale just through your nose now. Place your right hand on your heart, please. And place your left hand on your belly, please. And just notice your inhales and your exhales. And I love using this beautiful Hawaiian prayer to myself before I start yoga practice. And the Hawaiian prayer is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and I'm sorry I'm so hard on you. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, treating ourselves gently, forgiving ourselves. Sometimes we really beat ourselves up and blame ourselves for things that we aren't able to let go of. And thanking ourselves for showing up for ourselves. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And then gently release your arms by your sides, please. And however you can, I like to roll onto my right side, and roll to my right side gently and carefully, and slowly come on up into cross-legged position, and the right leg goes in front. And the left leg goes in back, sitting in a cross-legged position, please. And go ahead and extend your arms out to the side. And when you do so, bring the thumbs away from each other, please. Bring the pinkies away from each other. The middle finger, the index finger, and the ring fingers away from each other. So you get beautiful opening in your heart, please. an opening between the scapulas, and then lift through the crown of the head like you're a puppet on a string. Go ahead and interlace the fingertips and rest your knuckles on the crown of your head. Just literally rest your knuckles there. Elbows back slightly, please. And then go ahead and straighten your arms. Bring your wrist and fingertips up to the sky and look up. Lift the back ribs, lift the side ribs, and stretch. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then go ahead and cup your fingertips forward and walk your hands forward. This episode is called Yummy Yin. Yummy Yin. So we're going to do slow poses and go deep inside. Yin means feminine. It's symbolic for cold and dark, actually. Come on up. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring the hands over around by the right knee and just lengthen over the right knee. Crawl your hands away from your right knee so you feel that stretch in the side body. And just start to breathe in the left side of the body, please. Always returning back to your inhales and your exhales. Your inhales and your exhales, and slowly come on up, please, and come back to center and crawl over towards the left knee, please, and crawl your fingertips away from your left knee. And go. This is a yoga practice to go inside. I know for me that sometimes I feel like I'm a human going, a human doing rather than a human being. So this is a really nice time to slow down. Come back up, hands onto your knees, please. And then slowly crawl your hands back forward and stretch even more forward, please. Drop your forehead down if you can. Come back up. And then, beautiful. Now we're going to bring the left leg in front of the right. And from here, go ahead. If you interlace your fingertips naturally that way, just switch the interlace of the fingertips, switch the pinkies, bring the wrists forward, please, and then again go up. Reach up. This is really good if you have any arthritis in your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists. Stretch out those fingertips, please. Lift the back ribs, lift the side ribs, and go up. Root to rebound, grounding those sitting bones, please. And then slowly crawl your fingertips forward. Really nice. Breathing into those hips. And just rest your forehead down. Always returning back to the breath. Come back up. Really nice. And let's walk over the left knee with both hands and stretch through the right side of the body. This is a yummy stretch for all those intercostal muscles, and it stretches the right side of the waist. Beautiful. And then come back to center and come up, and other side. Stretch over the right knee and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Really nice. Breathing into your hips, breathing into your knees. Very nice. And then from here, come on up and come back to center. Crawl forward. Really nice. And then from here, let's go ahead and just bring the legs in butterfly. Hands behind. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And then go ahead and straighten your legs out, please. And then from here, hug your right knee. And get really tall with your, lift the crown of the head, please. Ground the left leg, hug the right knee. And this is a great practice again when you're binge watching Netflix. Get on the floor. Every night when I'm at home, I get on the floor and I just sit down and I watch TV and I stretch. And I kind of let the day wash over me. Then bring the right knee out to the side, please. And then from here, I like taking a little twist, twisting over to the left. Really nice. And then come back to center, please. And then reach your arms up. Reach your arms up and just grab your left foot. Now, if you need a belt, please take a belt around your foot. Always honor yourself. Honor yourself. and stretch forward. And even if you want to look up, let's pretend you're watching your Netflix show. Stretch your heart forward while you're watching TV. Stretching your heart forward, softening your shoulders, and if you want to drop your forehead down, do so. But this is really nice to do at night. This works the parasympathetic nervous system, and it actually quiets you down. You know that feeling of flight or fight? Well, forward bends get rid of that flight or fight feeling. And just hold that and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And slowly come back up, please. And gently bring that right knee back up, please. Straighten that right leg. And then hug the left leg, please. And get really tall. Really nice. Get really tall as you hug that knee. And this is also good for the knee. And then open that knee out to the side, please. And just twist over to the right. Lift and twist. Lift the back ribs. Really nice. Lift the back ribs. Twist a little more. Iron that right leg into the earth, please. And then slowly come back to center. Interlace the thumbs any way you want your hands. I like interlacing my thumbs because I have tight shoulders. So this kind of opens up my shoulders. And then go ahead and lean forward. And you can watch your TV or just breathe here. If you're not watching TV, drop your forehead down onto your leg and get really quiet. Returning back to the breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Beautiful. And slowly come out of that and bring your left knee up towards the ceiling. Straighten that leg, please, and go ahead and reach up, and from here come down. And remember, this is a yin sequence, so we're going inside. We're doing a work in. We're going deep within ourselves, just quieting down. Yin is associated with feminine and yang with masculine. So we're just doing a feminine, quiet yoga routine. Go back to your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. And then slowly, carefully come out of that, please. And I like to do a reverse pose since we're doing all these forward bends. I like to just bring my hands a little bit behind my buttocks, fingertips facing my buttocks, or you can have your fingertips out and just do one table pose just to counteract all those forward bends. And then slowly lift the buttocks up and just look at your knees, bringing the knees away from the face. And if you gently want to just slowly look back, if that feels safe on your neck, it's good for the thyroid. And then slowly and carefully come back down, please. Really nice. And then go ahead and straighten your legs, please. Beautiful. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the right shin down and the left shin on top. This is called double pigeon pose. And so the left shin is on the right shin. And make sure that the left ankle is on top of the right knee. And the left knee is right on the right ankle. And then we're just going to come forward. And always honor your body. This is kind of an intense stretch. And go ahead and lift your heart. Walk your heart forward. Walk your arms forward. Stretch your heart forward. And breathe deeply. And this is a really intense hip opener. And if you want to just drop your forehead down. But always listen to your body. If this is too much for you, please back out. Really nice. Just breathe into those hips. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then slowly and carefully, really nice. And then from here, bring your left knee on top of your right knee. And I like bringing my heels really close into my buttocks, really tight. And then I'm going to go ahead and reach my right arm up to the ceiling. Reach my right arm way up. And then I'm going to bend that and go back with my right hand and bring my left hand back and up and try to grab my fingertips. Now, if you can't grab your fingertips, please grab a belt at home. Just grab a belt and place one belt on your right hand and one belt on your left hand. Now from here, what we're going to do while you grab your fingertips, look up to the ceiling. Take one big inhale and one big exhale through the mouth. One more inhale and one exhale. One more inhale and one more exhale. And then from here, slowly lean forward while you're grabbing your fingertips. And lean forward, always honoring your body. If this is too much for you, back off. You can always instead put your hands in prayer behind your back. And then slowly come on up. Please look up to the sky with interlacing your fingertips. Bring your elbows away from each other. And then gently and carefully, really nice. Reach your arms out, stretch your arms. Hug the triceps and biceps to your upper arms. Extend through the fingertips. Really nice. And then from here, go ahead and take your left knee and just go ahead and bring that knee up and ground your left foot, please. And go ahead and lift, lift, lift through the crown of the head. Take your left hand behind your right tailbone and twist over. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. And like Ava is doing, you can feel free to use an elbow. If you feel like your shoulders are contorting, you don't have to use your elbow. Just go ahead and hug the knee. Some of my clients, that's hard on their shoulders, so they'll just hug their knee and twist and look back. So always, again, honor your body. Always honor your body. And then from here, slowly and carefully, unravel that, please. And then from here, let's go ahead and go into straight legs. Reach up, please. Again, this is a really, really nice sequence to do at night or in the morning when you're exhausted. This is a nice, gentle sequence to do. And just long inhalations and long exhalations. Sometimes it's really nice just to have a quieter practice. And then slowly come on up, please. And this time we're going to bring the right shin on top of the left. Stacking the legs, this is called double pigeon. And then from here, make sure that the right ankle is on top of the left knee and the right knee is on top of the left ankle. Really nice. And then go ahead and walk forward. And I always like lifting my heart away from my pelvis. Remember, the front of the body lifts and the back of the body drops. And then come forward and breathe into those hips. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This is also yummy for people that have chair jobs where they're sitting in chairs for long periods or sitting in their car long periods. And just go ahead and return back to your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Always honoring yourself. If it's too much for you, back off. If that's too much for you, just back off and you could just come up to a seated position if that's too much for you. And then from here, come on up, please, and take your right knee on top of your left knee. And I like bringing my heels really close in. Now, as you work this pose, you can start bringing your heels further away, but I like starting out with my heels close in. And then bring your left arm up, please, and look up at your fingertips. Really reach up high. And then bend your left elbow behind. And then bring your right hand underneath and grab your fingertips, please. And again, always honor your body. A lot of my clients use a belt. And just grab a belt. And then look up to the ceiling. Stretch and look up. And then slowly go forward. Breathing into your shoulders. Long inhalations. And long exhalations. Breathing. Slowly come back up. And look up. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release your arms and stretch your arms out, please. Open up through the clavicles. Open up through the scapulas. Really nice. Bring your hands down towards your feet. And then ground your left foot, please. Right foot, sorry. Grab your right knee, and as you grab your right knee, lift up through the crown. Go up, 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 and then go ahead and twist. Bring your right hand behind your tailbone, lift your back ribs and twist. And like Yurid is doing, she's using the elbow on the outside of her knee, which is perfect. Or you can just hug your knee like I'm doing and twist. And go ahead and lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Really nice. And then slowly undo that and straighten your legs, please. Interlace the thumbs, go up. And then slowly and carefully come forward. Beautiful work. Come on up, and then from here I want you to come onto your knees for child's pose, please. Coming into child's pose and rest. Relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks and your jaw. Let go of whatever you're carrying, any worries, any fears. Let it all go. Inhaling faith. Inhaling peace. Inhaling harmony and joy. And then from here, come onto your hands and knees, please. And we're going to go into pigeon. First, we're going to bring the right foot forward between our hands. And I'm going to use a bolster so you can see what that looks like. And Yurid might use a block. And from here, you're going to crawl your right foot towards the left side of your mat. And then you can rest, if you're using a bolster, you can rest your pelvis on the bolster. If you don't need one, just do what Ava's doing and Yurid is doing. Yurid's using a block for her right hip, and just rest here. This is very good for your hips. This is very good to prevent sciatica. It's really wonderful. This is a yin pose. This is a classic yin yoga pose. Very classic. Now, if this is very difficult for you, I would bring my right heel towards my pelvis and drop my right heel down a little bit more. If it's easier for you, you can bring your right foot more towards the front of your mat. But if it's harder for you, bring your heel towards your pelvis. And just breathe into it. This is a very intense pose. You can use a folded blanket at home. You can use a pillow at home. And just go ahead and hold this and breathe long inhalations and long exhalations. In this, again, this is a wonderful pose to do at night. When you're watching TV, I encourage you to just get on the floor and do a couple of these poses, doing pigeon to release all that tension. This is really good for your IT band. This is very good for your hips. And again, it's very good to prevent that sciatic nerve pain that a lot of my clients get. And just breathe deeply. And I like really stretching my heart forward and stretching, walking my left leg back. I'll even take my left foot, and kind of inch it back, kind of like pulled taffy. So from hips to crown of my head, I'm going forward, and hips to my left heel, I'm going back, like pulled taffy in two different directions. And just breathing into that hip. It's a kind of an intense hip stretch, so always honor yourself. Use a blanket or use one of these yoga bolsters. They're fabulous. I bought one for one of my clients, and this morning I was teaching yoga, and she said, "Susan, that's the best gift you've ever given me, was the yoga bolster." It's wonderful. It's a really wonderful yoga prop. And then slowly bring your hands, one hand in front of your knee, one in front of your ankle, and just look up. And then from here, we're slowly and carefully going to come back into child's pose. So for me, I'm going to move the bolster out, and Yurid's going to move her block, and then come back into child's pose and just recalibrate here. Just breathing into your lower back. You guys are doing awesome. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and hands. Let your torso drop onto your thighs, and let your thighs drop onto your shins and calves. Stretching the tops of your feet. And then just crawl your arms forward again, please. Really crawl your arms forward. Come onto your hands and knees again, and bring your left foot forward. And I'm going to show you at home how we use the bolster. I'm putting the bolster right underneath my pelvis. And then from here, and Yurid is putting the block, a smushy block, under her left hip. And then walk your right foot back. Come into this very carefully. Walk your right foot back and come onto your elbows in front. Just come onto your elbows and stretch your heart forward, please. And from here again, reach your heart forward. and walk that right leg back. Breathing deeply. And again, if this is too intense for you, bring your left heel toward your pelvis, your pubic bone. Bring your left heel a little closer to your pubic bone, and that'll help release a little bit more. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And I don't teach this pose to my clients that have some bad, severe knee pain. So if you have severe knee pain, always check with your doctor first. But this is a delicious, delicious pose for anyone with sciatic pain or lower back pain, and anyone that's sitting in a desk for long periods. So just breathe there. Long inhalations. You can relax your forehead on the ground if you want while you walk your right leg back, and just stretch from hips to heart, go forward, and from hips to right heel, go back. Breathing into those hips, long inhalations and long exhalations. And you might notice some feelings coming up for you when you're doing these hip openers. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips. Come on up, bring one hand onto your knee, one hand onto your ankle, look up, and then from here, come back into child's pose. Really nice. Rest in child's pose, please. Crawl your arms forward. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then take both hands off the yoga mat to the right, just to stretch the side body. Breathing deeply. And then from here, come back to center. Crawl your arms forward. And then from here, bring your hands off the yoga mat to the left, stretching the side body. Really nice. Coming back to center. Crawling your arms forward. And then from here, come back into Dandasana sitting pose. So the legs are straight out in front of us. Really nice. Now take the hands right by the hips and iron the right leg and left leg into the earth. Flex your toes, spread your toes. Reach up, go up really high. Reach up and then grab your feet and come into a deep forward bend. You did really nicely today. Really nice Yummy Yin poses. Very nice. And slowly come on down. So that's my secret, you guys. My secret is to get on the floor at night after a long day and do some wonderful, wonderful forward bends. It's the best. Forward bends are just delicious. It calms the mind. It ceases mental chatter. It creates equanimity, peace, joy, and grace. And it helps you with a really nice deep sleep. And then slowly and carefully lie down on your backs, please. Palms open to the sky. And Shavasana. Close your eyes, please, from top to bottom. Let your eyes fall toward your heart. Nice work, Ava. Nice work. You did. And just quiet your forehead, your temples, your cheeks, your jaw. Soften your shoulders, your arms, your hands and fingers. Relax your heart and your belly, your buttocks, your legs, your feet and toes, and let go. Yummy Yin. Let go and allow. Surrender, remembering that we're human beings, not human doings. And just quiet the space between the eyebrows and let go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, fitness is not just physical, it's mind and body. I'm Susan Foxley. You can read my blogs, learn more about my workshops and books and life coaching at susanfoxley.com, or you connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. See you next time. And one more thing, always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.